Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County, an Ontario themed city, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. Well folks, today's the day we are finally going to tackle the traffic on this small town interchange. We're going to fix it up a bit. We're not going to do any major remodeling of the style of the interchange. We'll save that for when the city has a bit more money, but also, you know, it's a pretty cool interchange, so I want to keep it for now. I feel like as the city grows, maybe the city itself would decide that it needs a bit of a bigger interchange. Plus, we also are going to finish off this overpass interchange that we kind of have. It's kind of like a diamond, kind of not. It's a bit funny. I've seen this in a couple cities where they have the actual off ramps on a different road here, but on a frontage road, but they have the overpass over here. So it is actually a bit complicated to get around if you want to switch directions of the highway, but I'm sure the citizens of the town all know what's up. Plus, it's a really cheap way to do that as well. Anyway, so let's look over here. So we have tons of traffic, and we actually have traffic in multiple, oh, sorry for that spinorama, different sections, including over here, which is pretty bad. Which I'm gonna leave pretty much in its entirety today. I think maybe we'll get a couple switches over here, but if you look, it backs up all the way over here into this crazy intersection, which is purposely built to be this crazy, because this is how county highways join in real life, right? So we also have one over here, which is backing up a lot, but not as much as with this interchange over here. So we're going to start with this one, and I think what we're going to do first is we're going to look at getting some dedicated lanes. So first thing first is I actually didn't show you that you should probably put yield signs up over here as well. But now that we've unlocked some extra roads here, one thing that is really awesome is the asymmetrical road, which I actually think it's in the highway section. I'm still learning these roads. Yeah, 3-lane highway, 1+2. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it an elevated road. Then we're gonna upgrade it just like that. So what we've done is we've given ourselves some dedicated turning lanes here. Do the same thing right here as well. So these dedicated turning lanes allow for the cars to kind of pile up a bit more, as you see, but no one's really taking a left. So it's always really good just to make sure that when you do this, you also redo, oh, it's not letting me do that. You also redo your lane arrows here. We're also going to continue to do that on a lot of sides here. Oh, that was elevated, didn't need to be elevated. Oh, that was also elevated. We're gonna back that up to about there as well. And then we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna flip it right here. So I wonder how these adjoin. That's pretty good. Okay, nice. So we have our dedicated turn lane here, and we have our straight through. So I actually think this end should probably be one of these new 4-lane interchange, 4-lane highways here. We should probably actually look at extending this a bit more, but we don't have the funds to do that all the way. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna get these lanes to merge eventually. But we just set that up previously, and we ended up just messing it up anyways. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, oh, it's not letting me do Control S. That's okay. We'll do this, some dedicated turning lanes. Can go into there. This one can go into right there. Actually, I think this one we're going to redo, because I should probably make sure that they go into their own lanes here. Control S was not working for some reason. That would be much more efficient than doing this. All right, so we'll let the cars sort themselves out. And one important thing to do is make sure that the yield sign is there, and it is. And all right, so cars here are having to turn left to go this way, and that is actually inefficient. So one option we have is to actually just remove this entirely and get the right-hand lane over here. So we'll actually let it go for a little while, because I don't really want to remodel the partial clover leaf. I like the idea of it. but it does slow down traffic right here, and then that backs up everything else, right? So that is a bit unfortunate, but it's the name of the game, right? So this one actually has sound barriers, but I don't know if we really have enough money to maintain that. All right, so this one's an elevated road. We will do that. Flip that around, and then we'll go to ground level here. Oops. Come on, there we go, ground level. And now we have a more dedicated. Ooh, wrong one. A longer dedicated left turn lane here. And again, it's not letting me do Control S, which automatically does these for you. So I will have to do them manually, but that's okay. There we go. And then this one goes straight on. Whoa! What are you doing, buddy? Holy moly! All right, so I will decorate these lanes off camera here, but whoa, there's a bit of a glitch going on over here. That is interesting. I wonder if the glitch would be better served if we just maintain this as a 4-lane. I know we just completed all those junction arrows, but I guess I could. Oh, come on. There we go. Sorry, guys. There we go. I wonder why Control S isn't working. Probably because they aren't vanilla roads, maybe. Anyways, I won't do this much longer, but we also need to change the restrictions here because I want cars on this side to know that they can just go through, because they're not going to clog up anything. And the same thing goes for this section here. So cars coming from this direction don't need to worry about stopping. I want them to be able to just continue on. And I'll come through these lanes afterwards as well, and I just gotta fix this again. All right, so you go there, this one's a turn, this one's straight. Awesome. Okay, so you know, it's cleared it up quite a bit, but I think there's still some things we can do to help out in this situation. One of them would be to get an extra slip lane off the road here and onto Harris Road. This will help out our traffic a little bit, not a crazy amount, but I think just enough here. So 1-lane narrow county road. I think this is a cool option here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to connect in like that. Yeah, I mean, that it's a bit different, right? So we'll leave it. Robert Street, Harris Street, there we go. And then we should probably look at upgrading this over here. All right, so now we have that slip lane in place. What should happen is, well, we're gonna have to make sure these cars actually have room to merge here. Let's go like that. So they had to pick their lane right here. And that also got removed for some reason. So now we're giving cars an opportunity to get into the town a bit earlier if they want to, but it doesn't seem like many are at the moment. Interesting. I honestly thought that would have really helped, because they're definitely loading up over here. We can just say go through. And you know, I think a lot of it is lane switching as well. So I think what I want to do then instead is to select this node here. There we go. Control S. So they have to pick their lane right here. So what that means is we need to make sure that we have an option on both sides here to go into either lane. So, oh, whoa, what are you doing, buddy? Okay. So, a lot of cars are just going left there. Alright, well, we'll see if this backs up any farther. And you know what? A lot of the traffic is because of this turn lane here. So I think what we might actually have to do is, you know, just admit that perhaps this wasn't the best option for this situation. And we are going to get the town to upgrade this interchange a bit. We're just going to do this, and that didn't work. Oh, node snapping wasn't on. Interesting. Alright, so we're just going to get them to come up to here, and then we're just going to get it to merge in just like that. And before Monday's episode, you will see all these intersections marked out to a nicer quality than they are right now. Right now there is no markings on them, but there will be. All right. Come on, let's get some nice curves going on over here. All right, so now we're just gonna flip them over. So a lot of traffic work. So I guess this is a bit of a traffic episode, isn't it? All right, so let's just delete that and Control S. Hey, there we go, it worked. So this one I actually want to go over this way though. Can we just press backspace? Oh, come on. All right, so we'll just do that. Left-hand turn, and then now we go Control. How do I remove that? Hey, there we go. And let's see, that works. Straight on. Perfect. So by doing this, we're still maintaining a right-hand lane over here, but we're allowing cars to go straight through here. And then also with this now intact, we can also make this a straight and right. So now cars don't have to always choose this lane anymore if they want to go straight. And we're giving them more options. I actually think we can probably remove this one right here. Haha, look at that, the traffic's all cleared. We are getting a bit of a traffic backup over here now. So what we can do instead is lock in these nodes up to here. So they have to pick their lane coming in right here. There we go. Haha, okay, I think we may have solved our little issue. And we don't even really need this this lane here because no one's using it. So I think we will now remove that lane and remove some of these restrictions as well. Alright, so now that we have that in place, the next thing I want to do is continue on with this semi-diamond style interchange here because we have accrued a lot of money since dealing with that traffic issue. Alright, so first things first is I want to maintain the grid. So what I think I'm going to do here is take a dirt road and we're just going to draw this right through pretty far and then remove it. Alright, and then I want to draw a frontage road again, parallel to this one. So we're gonna drag that across. Then I want to maintain 3 spaces. Ooh, I'm doing it wrong. Just gonna pause the game really quickly here. Yeah, that's good enough. think my angle's off a bit. Let's turn road guidelines off. And let's just try to get this perfect the first time. That works with me. All right, so now that we have that maintained, and we also have our other grid maintained, let's turn guidelines back on. And we will continue on from here. The nice 8x8 grid again, but I think, see, the difficulty here now is that's 12 units, okay, is mirroring the other side. All right. Across, and now we can actually maintain our 8x8 grid here. All right, and then we also get the zone on which we are to land our road here. So no parking. I'm gonna click that, make it elevated here, and we're gonna connect it in like so, but it doesn't really want to be that smooth, does it? Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do here is we're just going to build it up right and across like that. It's a pretty long bridge, and then we're gonna go down like so. All right, and then we're going to take that node and lower it just like we did on the other side from yesterday's episode, and then we're gonna upgrade this road. And this one as well. We'll just upgrade the squared system here. And then we will connect up with our new and improved highway ramps, which I guess we can actually upgrade these ones now. All right, let's just use move it here to readjust this in a more interesting manner here. There we go. And I think we'll leave that road for now. And then we just need to get an on-ramp on this side here. Just like that. And then again with move it here, I'm just gonna pull the segment out. All right, so now that we have this in place, we could probably get a bit of a one-way system around here, but I'm gonna leave it for now. And the last thing we need to do is just a bit of traffic manager on this, on these little intersections here. Actually, we don't really need that. We need this though. And then we also need it right here. Oh, come on. There we go. And we already have it on that side. Okay, so that is fantastic to see. And now we just need to look at upgrading a bit farther, and then we'll get on to the next thing we have to do today, which I'm going to leave the extra detailing of the park for another part of the video, or another episode next week, perhaps. And we are just going to actually use a 4-lane avenue with trees from the Vanilla Roads Plus DLC, or pack. And we're just going to use some eminent domain here, I guess, and do that. We're going to extend it right out to, what street is this called? Mary Way. And we're going to need to upgrade Mary Way all the way like so, and we'll get all these roads as well. Get those roads, and we're good on that side. Okay, so the reason why we're doing this is because the avenue here on Queen Street, which is the one we just built, I want it to be a bit larger because it's a bit more of a grand intersection here, but we're also just going to give some dedicated turning lanes, and we're going to make sure that the straight and right are together. the left is a dedicated lane. All right, so now Queen Street has a cool connection over to here. We're actually going to look at, using the node controller here. There we go. And we're just going to offset this a bit. And we're going to look at the blue corner here. I'm actually going to pull that in, and same with the green side. But the other two I wanted to offset a bit more, and mainly because of that hedge we're looking at doing that for us. So this is going to help this interchange out a bit, and there were other sections we could have used the node controller on earlier, so we will come and do that as well. So we're just going to go to offset. Let's pull all back a bit. Thank you. And then we will go again, Control N over here, all, scroll out, a bit larger of an interchange there. And I think we're probably good on these sides. So this is a bit steep. So the reason why I left this unzoned for now is because I wanted to look at readjusting this. And that is a great way to do that. We do have traffic lights on these roads. We don't need that, so we will come through here. Oh, it's just this. Okay, there we go. And, well, actually what we could do is a bit of a more vanilla thing to do is we come here, we go to, gosh, what is it? Is it this? No, it's not. We adjust this road and we make it apply yield signs to the road. And now Queen Street has yield signs. Oh, no, it didn't go all the way. That's okay. So what we can do instead is we just hold this, and we just hold shift down, and it will select all of Queen Street here, and we're going to make it a priority road. So there's going to be yield signs on every part of Queen Street. Queen Street comes all the way down to there, eh? That's awesome. All right, so with that in place now, we can look at zoning in over here. And what I'm thinking is we don't actually want residential along here. Instead, we want just normal commercial right through here, and we will leave it at that. And looks like we're not going to put any zoning right there either, because it just doesn't make sense to have a house right there. But we can get some decorating going on as well. And we do have an option to start building out over here as well. So I think what we'll do is we will just continue this along here. So I want to just try to maintain the line here, and it looks like we're a bit off on this side. So what we're going to do is we'll turn guidelines off again. No snapping on though. And I just want to try and maintain that 3 grid space difference. So this is a bit off, isn't it? I'm being a bit nitpicky now. We'll turn guidelines back on. There we go. And then we'll just look at being able to continue the normal grid out as far as we really want. So we'll do that. And yeah, I'm just going to draw this in so we know what we're doing for our next episode when we expand out this way. And let's just connect that in like that. All right, so we are ready to expand over there, but we are not remotely done on this side of the map here. One thing we can do is, we have a bit of commercial demand, is just fill in this section with commercial. All right. And then we are running out of time today for what I was hoping we could do. I want to start the nature reserve, but I think we will save that for the next episode. but that doesn't mean we can't draw in the park that we want. So we'll start off with that. All right, so we're just gonna fill this in, and we're gonna get a bit of a boardwalk along here on Monday's episode, because I just don't have enough time today to do all of that highway stuff and also this. So we will just fill in all of that. We'll get the shoreline here in case we want to get some docks and stuff like that as well, and we'll bring it right down to the rail line here. So Pleasant City Park. Well, that's a great name, because Batherston seems like a pretty pleasant city, doesn't it? All right, so we're gonna go into parks here, and we're gonna go into nature reserve. We definitely don't need this one, because this is this entrance seems like it's more like a national park, right? But this one seems like it's more like a hiking trail, right? And that's kind of the vibe I'm kind of hoping for. So we're gonna put this on its own little road, and I think we'll use the dirt road here, and we'll just bring it out a bit more than what we had it at, and we will place this right down here. Awesome. So we're going to use these assets just to upgrade the park, and then we'll remove them, and we'll maintain a medium level nature reserve. Now, it does say national park, but you know, this kind of reminds me of those gates you see on like the side roads where you pull off and you go for a walk with your dog through the forest kind of thing, you know? So that's kind of the vibe I was going for. So we just pretty much just made this a national park, but we're not going to upgrade this today. This is going to be you know, I didn't come up with a name here. Batherston. Batherston boardwalk. Alright, so we're gonna get a boardwalk all through along here, along the shoreline here, and we're gonna get some cool little assets in these trees as well, which I'm excited to do in a future episode. But since we do have some time left, we do have a lot of residential demand, but I don't really know if we have enough time to do that, but we will get some small shops right here, and then how about we get some industry along the back here. I'm actually going to remove industry right here, and we'll get a couple larger shops in the middle, and that's going to help out with some of the demand here. We also have a bit more demand, so I'm just going to throw in that over there. But let's look at trying to upgrade Batherston Community Park just a bit more. So we need some assets in here. So let's go to the parks. We did unlock some things over here, but nothing that I really want to add into the park. So we're going to use some of these park assets because I really want to unlock the gazebos. So we're going to use these signs. They are like directional signs. So we're going to place them. We're just going to place them down on every little interchange here. So we got one there. Let's get one right here and here. We also got these signs as well. So these signs are going to go. So I did fence it off. I know last episode we were kind of struggling a bit. Oh, I also added some cannons in over here as well. So we're just going to actually rotate this sign. There we go. And I also added some lights as well, but I think we will look at adding a couple more lights where we need them. We have one over here. Let's add one right here. We have one right here, so we have one right there too. So why don't we get one here and here? And oh, look at that, we missed a spot for the sign. Oh, we have one right there instead. And we also have some trash cans, which I know I've added some trash cans in, but let's get a couple more at some key locations, because you don't want citizens to not want to hold on to their trash long enough to get to a trash can, right? So let's add in a trash can right in the middle there. And whoa, these are big flower beds. I don't know if a flower bed would be there, but you know where we could get some flower beds, especially these thinner ones. is, let's use the fence tool here, right along the side here like this. Yeah, that's nice, and I don't really want to get any more on that side. But what I do want to do is get a couple more of these. Let's go right here. Go back a bit more. Too far. There we go. And, you know, some hedges might be nice right behind here. But I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I think maybe some picnic tables back here would be useful. Got a couple there. Alright, so let's see where that has taken us. Batherston Community Park. So we still need to decorate a lot more, because we could simply just add in some more of these assets, but plazas don't really fit in the section, in the size of park we've built. So perhaps like a washroom right over here would actually be useful, and that would probably get us. It didn't actually get us any closer. Oh, it did. 4 or 5. So we just do need to get a few more assets in, and then we can actually look at maybe even removing them. The chessboard is just way too big. We aren't close to water as well. Some benches might be nice. So let's add in some more benches then. Let's turn on prop and tree anarchy as well, so we can get a few more benches a bit closer to the park here. And we got a bench over there already. We got a bench here. Then we'll flip it around, and we will get these benches on the other side. Lots of places to sit. And you know, I kind of envision this park as a park that you would come to eat your lunch from your job if you're working over here. And that didn't add anything. Alright, note to self, benches do not increase value of land. Let's get a couple more of these chessboard tables over here. And that also didn't increase the value. Interesting. So I wonder if there's like a limit to how many you can have of each asset inside of the park then. Alright, so that is a bit unfortunate, but perhaps now we can look at instead getting a couple of these larger flower beds in right here. And how about some trees as well? I don't really like those trees. It's pretty nice. And we'll just continue these trees down through here. A bit of a weird little L shape that I've made there, but I'm just trying to see if we can get. Hey, there we go. So the trees do count as well. Alright, so let's just get a couple more trees right through here. So that's 3 trees. I want to make sure we get 3 trees on that side as well. Nice. And then right through here we'll get some more trees. And then over here as well. We'll just kind of line the park with some trees. And we need some trees over here as well. Alright, so, you know, it's a bit crammed of a park. For some reason this line is over here. and we do have enough entertainment value now to improve to the next level. So with that, folks, we'll leave it today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode where we did a lot of traffic management and traffic work. I will look at straightening this out and getting in road lanes for the next episode, because I don't really want to do that on camera because it takes a bit of time and takes some of your time. We do also have a great set of residential, commercial, and industrial demand for next episode, and perhaps we'll look at expanding out over on this side where we're probably going to start a new district, and we'll also get Bathurst and Boardwalk in for next episode. We also have a lot of demand over here, and we might also look at fixing some of that garbage demand issue. All right, folks, well, without further ado, hope you have a great rest of your day, enjoy your weekend, and peace out.